I cannot hear you. Can you stop yelling so I can understand?
Loud, you can hear me.
I can't understand.
Take pictures of the vehicles
I can't.
in this parking lot.
Now say it one more time so I can understand what.
Do not take pictures of the vehicles in a bank parking lot.
But I'm not on your property.
It doesn't matter.
That matters.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It doesn't.
This is private information. It is not for your use.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Southern Draw Law. My name is James White, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, former police officer. Today's video comes to us from a YouTube channel called Kansas City Accountability. He has more subscribers than me. This is the first video I've ever seen of his, but I really like the way he approaches the problem of auditing and sort of the way that he is playful in his approach with people, and he doesn't get like super defensive. I think you guys will like his style. You've probably seen videos of his before. I just haven't. So this is the first time I've seen one of his videos, and I wanted to show you guys. So the video you're about to see is a recent audit that he did at a U.S. bank in Kansas City, Missouri. So of course he rolls up to the bank. He's filming from a public sidewalk, and you know the Karens and Darrens just can't help themselves. One of the things that really stands out to me is the particular brand of asshole that this female bank employee, who apparently has zero authority to do anything, but nobody told her that, acts when she approaches Kansas City Accountability, and is very sort of menacing in the way that she approaches the situation. So thought we'd check it out, and then we'll talk about a couple legal points along the way. Now, I have done some edits because it's a 20-minute video, and a lot of it is the same sort of stuff, so I've cut it down for the purposes of our discussion, but I suggest that you head over to Kansas City Accountability's page, watch the video in its entirety, and give him credit for doing the good work. So with that, let's check it out.
What's good, Kansas City? Right back, ain't cheating. So today we just walking down the sidewalk, keeping everybody honest, making sure that they do honor and respect our right to record in public peacefully. On the way in Kansas City, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's most definitely push us to keep doing videos. And while you at it, go ahead and smash that like button. And most definitely, leave a comment. Looks like we got somebody coming out, you guys. I don't know. How you doing?
Doing good. How can I help you?
You got a bottle of water and a lollipop?
I do not, but you are not allowed to video the branch.
Why is that?
Because it's a federal institution, you cannot video it.
Oh, I'm not. I don't plan on going inside of your bank. I'm not doing
You can't
nothing.
video the outside of my branch. It's a bank.
Okay.
You cannot video it.
But I'm actually working on something.
Okay, but you can't video the branch.
Well, I'm not going to be out here long. You know, just a few more hours. I'm not going to be too long out here.
Either stop videoing, or I will call security and have them stop you.
Security?
You cannot video the branch.
Oh, you can call security. Security can't do nothing. Just don't call them. Okay.
You can get off our property.
I'm not on your property.
You are. We own this whole thing.
You on the sidewalk?
We own all of this.
What's your name?
Mine's Jillian Barker.
Jillian. Okay. Well, Jillian said that she's, that they own all of this. So, it's two more workers right there, and, they checking the door and making sure the door is... How you doing?
Hi, if you could just exit our building area. I'm their district operations manager.
And what's your name?
My name's Jacqueline.
Okay.
And I would prefer that you don't record me.
And what's your name?
What can we help with, sir?
I asked her, did she have a bottle of water and a lollipop?
No.
You don't?
They don't have bottled water for clients.
Or lollipops?
You can go through the drive-thru if you would like, but we can't have you videoing and taking surveillance of our building.
And like I
So
told...
I'm going to ask that you leave the premises, or we're going to have you escorted out.
Like I told the young lady that just came out,
So why are you still recording? What is the
Like-
purpose?
I can't even talk. You won't stop talking.
No, because we've asked
Okay.
you to leave.
Okay.
So we'll just have an escort come take you out.
An escort?
Police escort.
You gonna call the police?
Yes.
You must want me to leave, huh?
You're videoing a bank. You need to exit our building property.
But like I told the lady, I don't have no intent on going on you guys' property.
Anybody that comes out here with a video or camera, we're going to come approach. So we're going to ask that you go ahead and leave.
And that's fine. Like I was just telling her, I have no intent on going on you guys' property or on the inside.
But you're videoing our building.
But
that is a security issue, and I'm asking you to stop.
But I'm not on your...
Okay. Thank you.
Just...
We'll call...
Why you can't talk to her? Like...
Yeah, you got to turn the video off.
Why do I have to turn the video on?
This is a security issue.
Uh-huh.
This is a bank.
Why'd you walk up so close?
So I could talk to you.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Like I was telling her, I'm working on something pretty big. This is big for me. So I told her I was just coming down here to do some recording.
Okay.
We're not
allowed to do that.
From the sidewalk?
Correct.
Well, here, I'm just going to go around there, then I'll get the, maybe the drive-thru. Is this where the employers park at?
You can't video the bank.
But I'm not on your property.
But you can't video the bank. It's a security issue.
For what?
For the employees who work here.
What are their concerns?
That people who would want to rob this bank would video it to see how things operate and then use that. You're not allowed to video it.
How crazy do that sound, man? I told her
you
I
don't
was
work in the industry. You don't work in the bank. That's a security protocol. You need to stop.
Okay, well, I told her I was...
They are going to call the police.
I mean...
It's up to you.
She's really calling the police?
Yes.
You really think she's doing
yes.
that?
I know she is.
She must want me to leave, huh?
No, they want you to stop recording.
So if I stop recording, everything's good?
Do you have business at the bank?
I'm not at the bank. I'm on the sidewalk.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
Okay, I'm just telling you, they're calling the police.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I mean, if she calling the police, it's too late now. No matter if I stop or anything. If I'm standing right here, they still gonna pull up.
So you've got two females that have come out independently, and one male that's come out with the second female and kind of sticks around. Now he's pretty calm, and sort of has just a relaxed demeanor. Has obviously dealt with people for a long time. You can kind of tell that he has some people skills. He doesn't get into it very much with our auditor, but he also is sort of condescending, sort of self-righteous, virtuous in his approach. He's very confident that he knows what he's talking about. But these two female employees are very rude. The first lady, when she comes out, she's rude and it's obvious, but she's actually going to come out again in a little while and be way worse than she was the first time. This lady here is just impossible to talk to. She's basically, they're under the impression that they own everything outside of their building. And actually, I thought it was kind of funny and appropriate that one of the commenters on the original video from Kansas City Accountability said the bank has glass windows, but then get upset when people look inside them. Exactly. You have a duty to create whatever privacy that you want to create when your thing that you're trying to protect is visible from the public. I mean, there could literally be somebody living in a house across the street with a, high power telescopic lens looking at everything that you can see from the glass. So it's a man with a camera, and that's the alarming part. And it's this sort of ego thing that seems to accompany everybody in the world anymore, where they just don't understand that they don't get to touch and control things that are outside of their body. I mean, it really is crazy how many people in the world think that they have a right to control what other people do. And that sort of stretches across all sectors of society. I mean, there's really no like one type person or one ideological viewpoint or one political affiliation. Everybody, every sort of section of society has its Karen and Darren representation where they think they can do whatever they want to do and also tell you what you can and can't do. So anyway, let's watch some more of the video and we'll come back and talk.
But is this where the employers park at?
That's not a question that we're going to answer.
Okay.
Why do you need to know that information?
Because I was going to actually record their cars and get their tag numbers.
And why are you doing that?
Because she's calling the cops. Why are you doing that?
Because you're not allowed to video that type of information.
I actually am allowed to do this, sir.
You're not.
Are you a betting man?
I'm telling you, when the police show up, they're going to ask you to leave and tell you to stop.
How about this? If you're wrong, would you apologize to me? If I'm wrong, I'll apologize to you. And of course, they'll make me leave. But I tell them before I leave, let me apologize to this gentleman and these ladies. So if you guys are wrong, would you guys apologize to me?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to hold you to it.
that's fine, but
Okay.
they're telling you they're going to make you leave.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it, man.
Okay.
You know, but like I was telling you, I'm not gonna be out here long. Just a few more hours. I'm just gonna get maybe the drive-through and
you're
the.
not.
I'm gonna get the
You're
drive.
not.
Okay, you gonna walk with me? Come on. So we got a gentleman actually came out. He said that I can't record. This is Missouri, you guys. This is what they think. So I told him we was going to actually come over here and get the drive-through. All right, you guys. So we made it over here to the drive-through. The gentleman actually did not follow me. I can't hear you.
These are private vehicles. You are not at liberty to take pictures of them.
I cannot hear you. Can you stop yelling so I can understand?
Loud, you can hear me.
I can't
Do not
understand.
take pictures of the vehicles
I can't-
in this parking lot.
Now say it one more time so I can understand what.
Do not take pictures of the vehicles
Okay.
in a bank parking lot.
But I'm not on your property.
It
But
doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter.
That matters.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It doesn't.
This is private information. It is not for your use. You video me all you want.
Just
I
go
don't
to the
care.
side.
No, I will
It's not like that. It's not how this works.
Hey, you guys, look at them, man. This. If I didn't know what I was talking about, and you letting me know that the police is on their way, don't you think I would leave? And this is the manager, you guys. This who actually came out screaming and yelling at me. She came from her business to come out on public property and yell.
So I thought it was interesting that he got the guy to acknowledge that he would apologize if the end result was that the auditor was right and the bank employees were wrong. Now, I'm not going to allow you guys to hold your breath waiting on that apology. I'll just tell you to just wait until the end to see whether or not that apology is coming. But I thought it was interesting, and I really like the way this auditor approaches this because he's very acts sort of like he's clueless. He kind of acts like he's a little bit clueless about what their issues are. Like he kind of presents as if he's just this kind of like, guy walking around with a camera, doesn't really know what he can and can't do, which is a great approach because it's very difficult to say, well, this guy was aggressive or he's being creepy or whatever. No, he's very happy. He's not offensive in any way. He doesn't challenge them. He doesn't start arguing with them. He just doesn't allow them to, tell him what to do and him comply. But he doesn't do anything that they can turn into suspicion other than his mere presence with a camera in public property, which clearly they don't own or have the ability to control, though nobody bothered to tell them that. So what's going to happen next is the police have been called and they're going to come, right? And they're going to respond. And he's convinced, the auditor that is, that they're going to educate the bank. And the bank, of course, is convinced, as they always are, that they're going to take him to jail or tell him to leave. So let's see what Kansas City PD actually does.
They coming in hot. Cherries and berries. And here we go. How you doing? Can I get your name and badge number just so I know who I'm speaking to?
Yeah, it's Officer Holland 5826.
Great. How you doing, sir? Can I get your name and badge number just so I can know who I'm speaking to?
Right here.
I don't want to butcher it. How do you say that?
Okay.
Hey, what's going on? Why are you
No, first, let me ID this guy, like his policy says. Can I get your name and badge number, sir, please?
5011.
Thank you so much for being professional. How can I help you guys?
Well, we got called here because you're videotaping stuff and they asked you to leave and you have not.
I didn't go on their property or on their
Okay,
property.
well, we also received another call from another bank of you doing the exact same thing about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, on the sidewalk.
So what are you doing?
I'm recording.
Why?
I let the guy know I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I told him I have no ill intent. I'm not on you guys' property. I'm on the sidewalk.
Well,
So-
what's the story?
I told him I can't say it's not published yet.
Okay, but do you understand how it's weird?
Absolutely
to
not.
film a bank?
Absolutely not. Do you understand how it's legal for me to record on the public sidewalk?
Okay, well,
Why
you're
won't you
saying
tell
they
him
asked you
that?
to leave and you would not.
Because I'm on the public sidewalk.
still in the parking lot.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Actually, they own all the way.
Sir, can I get a supervisor right here, please? Let's get a supervisor.
Okay, well, we need to get your information.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Then we'll put your hands.
Yeah, they just cuffed me, y'all. It's her right there hollering. Don't know the law. And she turned my camera off. That's why my camera just... Let me get back to the public.
Well, let's get off her property.
Look at Holland. I got you. You know the last time you see me, Miss Holland? This is not the last time you see me, Holland. Look at them. Yeah, you guys. So I'm up here at Security Bank. They came and cuffed me. You can still see the ring around me. You still see the ring. You still see the ring around my wrist. She stopped my video. Yeah. Yeah. Big dog. Come on, where's my apology? Big dog. Big dog. Come and give me my apology. I'm big dog out here. What's up? You got something for me?
No.
You ain't got nothing for me? You ain't gonna say, you ain't gonna apologize?
For what?
You said if I'm wrong, if you guys are wrong, that you'll apologize.
What did I say that was?
So I told her I was just coming down here to do some recording.
Okay.
We're not going
allowed to do that.
from the sidewalk.
Correct.
So if you guys are wrong, would you guys apologize to me?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
That's fine, but
Okay.
they're telling you they're going to make you leave. It's
Okay.
not what
I'm gonna hold you to it, man.
Okay. What did I say that was wrong?
Y'all said I cannot record this building, and y'all called the cops on me.
I didn't call the cops.
Yo, you said you would have. Man, it's okay, bro. Man, I'm about to get everything. Look at this, y'all. He ain't even a man of his word. Do not come to U.S. Bank.
Okay, I guess none of you guys who've ever watched any of these videos will be surprised at the fact that the police bobbled their opportunity to present themselves in a good light here, right? So Officer Holland has apparently allowed this must be her power center of ego back here in this superhero ponytail bun thing she's got going on back there. But whatever is going on, it's completely clouded her judgment because she could have immediately showed up and gotten by with detaining him according to what they said. Now, again, I want to be very careful about how I say this. It's not appropriate for her to immediately put him in handcuffs. I'm not saying it is. What I am saying is that she probably gets a little bit more of a pass if she puts him in handcuffs after getting a story from the people at the bank, because you don't know what Darren and Karen are going to tell him. So she could potentially say, if they tried to say that he did something aggressive, people lie all the time when they call the police. They'll say, well, he's doing something, or he won't leave our property, or we think he's going to stick up the bank, or he's acting real suspicious. I mean, you never know what they're going to tell them. So at least if a police officer goes and talks to the complainant, they're armed with whatever the complainant told them as an underlying justification for what they're about to do. But Officer Holland, because of the ego ponytail, is not smart enough to figure out that she needs to talk to her complainant before she does anything. The thing she wants to do is immediately start sniffing around for that hit of identification, right? So that's where she gets herself in a bind, because it's obvious that he's in public on a sidewalk. She talks to him first, so he explains that he's an independent journalist working on a story. So she knows, if she knows anything at all about the First Amendment, that he's laid the groundwork for a proper First Amendment claim because he's engaging in journalism, right? And then she asks for his information, and then when he doesn't give it, that's when she decides to put handcuffs on him. So instead of having even some sort of plausible explanation, like, oh, well, we didn't know what we were dealing with because, they said that he was aggressive and so on and so forth, and we wanted to kind of just get the parties separated, she's got nothing. And again, I want to be clear about something. I'm not saying that would have been appropriate either. I'm just saying that by immediately allowing her ego to take control and going directly to him without talking to her complainant for even 30 seconds, and then allowing him to say what he was doing there, she completely precluded her ability to use any justification for putting him in handcuffs. She waited until he laid it all out and then retaliated against his First Amendment rights, turned off his recording, and put him in handcuffs with obviously absent any sort of reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. Like, if her end game was just to put him in cuffs and teach him a lesson, again, not saying it's right, I'm just saying she would have been much better off doing that immediately and then sorting it out and then letting him go, as opposed to letting him tell her all of the legal justification for him being there and then retaliating against that. That was twice as dumb as acting ignorant of the law. You intentionally violated this guy's rights after he told you he was a journalist and after you knew that he had not crossed onto their property and had only recorded from public space, and only until you refused to identify did she actually put handcuffs on him. And then, on top of it, the sergeant has to come along, and the sergeant's not happy. It's kind of rich. The sergeant's like, well, let's get off their property. Oh, you mean the property that you guys dragged him on because you couldn't help but put him in handcuffs and arrest him because he wouldn't give you his information. He wasn't on the property before that. But in your brilliant approach to problem solving, you took a person who never set foot on the property, linked him up, and then put him on the property. You know, officer safety or whatever. It's stupid. I really don't know sometimes with these people. I don't understand. They said he had just been at a bank 30 minutes earlier. You didn't respond to that bank? I mean, you didn't have this conversation already, so you'd know what you were dealing with? What, this is the bank that's important, the other bank's not important? It's unbelievable how dumb some of these cops can be and allow themselves to be put on the internet looking that dumb. Like, you know when a guy's got a camera, it's 2024. You know when a guy's got a camera that you're going to be on YouTube. It's unbelievable. In closing, to no one's surprise, the confidently wrong, get up in your face, get up in your personal space guy who clearly has people skills, his pride is just too big for him to admit that he was wrong. He does not render the apology. So shame on that guy. And if you know him personally, tell him, hey, look, man, by this time you ought to know that there's no threat. It was a game. You lost. You ought to be man enough to go in there, take your lick, and say you're sorry. Because let me tell you something. There are going to be people who watch this video. He's already got 200,000 views on this thing. I won't probably get anywhere close to that. But there are going to be people who watch this video who will decide whether they're going to be customers of U.S. Bank based solely on whether that guy apologized. And so, to the extent that that is true, he missed a serious opportunity to show that he is a person of character, even if he got this one wrong. The sergeant was aggravated, but seemed to understand that they didn't have any basis to lock him up, so they let him go, right? So, but he's perfected his lawsuit. I mean, he laid out all the foundation. It was perfect on his part. I really like this guy's approach to auditing. I'm going to pay closer attention to some of the work that he does because I think it's a good way to do it. There have been several people over the course of my channel that I've highlighted, like the silent audit guy, the insurance adjuster guy that has like an African accent that just sets up on the side of the road. Justin from the Random Patriot, I think, has a great approach. Flex Your Freedom, when he's playing his characters, and Grandma has an incredible approach to auditing. We do really have some quality auditors out there. And we've got some that have a lot to learn, but we've got some quality auditors out there. Jeff Gray does phenomenal work. They just can't help but step in his trap. Like, they just can't help themselves. And he does virtually nothing to force them to do it. It's like they're dancing around searching for it. It's amazing how he gets so many people to do such stupid things with the same sort of skit every single time. So Jeff does incredible work. But anyway, I just thought you guys might enjoy this. If you haven't seen his work, maybe it's something you can check out. If you have seen his work, you know, nothing wrong with taking a second look, or if you realize you've seen the video, just cut mine off. It's no big deal. But I just wanted to kind of lay it out there, show his work, and see what you guys thought about it. So As usual, if you want to support the channel, I'll put the links for PayPal and Venmo in the description. No obligation. I don't expect anything from you. I really appreciate your all support. We're getting close to the end of the year. I really would like to push and get to 25,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So I'm really hoping you guys can help me push my way through and end the year of 2024 with 25,000 subscribers. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment on the video. Check out some of the other videos on the channel and leave a comment on there as well. Until I see you again, take care. Always film your interactions with the police and keep your evidence to yourself.